Mr. Lali, I also want to go to General Diwedi, who's with us in the conversation. General Diwedi, please do answer the questions raised by Mr. Lali. Who should we believe here in India, Donald Trump or Iran?
Well, Kriti, first and foremost, the wars are started by the politicians and they end the wars. Armed forces or military fights the war. Now, how the war ends depends upon what's the ground situation because that's what actually determines your position on the negotiation table. Second point is war is always a very, very foggy business, and so also the political statement because in the war and also in the political boardrooms, you cannot figure out what exactly is happening. So at this time, the contradictory statements are coming, but we have to wait and watch because we should not jump in too early to see that the war is going to come to an end. Because when you decide to end the war, then there are a number of steps. First is a ceasefire takes place, the ceasefire is monitored, then the political agenda is set, then the both sides negotiate, ceasefire is violated. It's a very, very laborious process. But the point is, if I now discuss the situation on the ground, which will actually determine the political situation, I think both sides have a off ramp. As far as the American and the Israeli are concerned, they have achieved part of the aims. They have decimated their ground force, their Iranian forces. There is almost non-existent air force as far as Iran is concerned. They are sunk in about 100 ships and they have almost destroyed fair amount of their launches. So therefore, that is one part of the victory. And second point is the regime change. I think that is not on the table at yet. As far as Iranians are concerned, they have taken a lot of beating, but they are still holding on. They have not gone to the knees, and they also can say, "Look, we have stood up, and we are also victorious." In war, both sides claim victories, and it is for the larger polity to decide who has won. So, if I can make three very categorical statements, it's too early at this time to figure out as to what exactly is the situation politically. On the ground, the forces are well deployed. The amphibious task forces are into the Arabian Sea, and any time this can escalate further. The third point which I wish to make, yes, there's a lot of global pressure because whole global scenario is affected by this Strait of Hormuz being blocked, the supply chains being disrupted, and Iranians are calling the shots in this Strait of Hormuz, and to that extent, President Trump is under a lot of pressure. So let's wait and watch. Let's not be too hasty to come to any conclusion, but both sides have the off ramp in case they decide to get out to the negotiation table.
All right. Senior economist Mitali Nikore